Hello, hello and welcome to another episode. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how you can install Windows XP on Windows 10 device. Now you can see that I'm using Windows 10 device, although it is looking like Windows XP. When the next few minutes, I'll be showing you that I'm using Windows 10 device. So if you done WinRAR here, here we go, WinRAR. Over here, hmm, Windows 10 version 22 H2 OS 19.045.2728. So you can see that I'm using Windows 10 device. Now from here also from my computer, if you go to properties, it will immediately open this part when the settings app where you can see addition is Windows 10 home single language. So you confirm that I'm using a Windows 10 device. Now, Windows 10 device, how can we install Windows XP? Now, simply though you can't install Windows XP on Windows 10, for that you need to run a software that is called VirtualBox. Now, what is VirtualBox? VirtualBox VMware. Oracle VM VirtualBox. Okay, here we go. And you can just download the VirtualBox from here. Now, I've already installed Oracle VM VirtualBox, so I can open it. And along with Oracle VM VirtualBox, you need to have the ISO file of whatever operating system that you are trying to install. Now, over here in the download section, I have all the ISO files of Windows XP, see Windows XP, ISO profile, Windows 10 22 H, Windows 10 17 H2, Windows 2000 Professional. Ah, this is Windows XP. So all the important ISO files are there with me. So let's begin. I've already one Windows XP system here, so I'm deleting this. Okay. Now clicking on the new button, VirtualBox machine name and operating system. Name is Windows XP. Operating system is Windows XP 32-bit. That is what I have now. Click on the next button, then hardware. From the hardware, whatever they have selected, they have advised that that be. Okay, virtual hard disk, click on next, summary, finish. Now from here, you can see the name is Windows XP, yet the name has also been described. Operating system it is Windows XP 32-bit, base memory is 192 megabyte. You can just increase the 192 megabyte up to the safe limit, which is indicated by this, you know, the green colored bar. So you can increase up to the safe limit, not beyond that. Now boot order, first they will check the floppy disk, then they will check the optical disk, then they will check the hard disk. Acceleration, nested paging. Video memory is 16 megabytes, that also you can increase to get a better resolution. That will be 103 megabyte. Windows now the VGBox remote desktop server is disabled, recording disabled, and you can't change those settings. Now can storage XP.VDI normal. From here, you need to click on choose a disk file. And from choose a disk file, just go to the download section. And from the download section, no, you're just done. It's not working. Click on optical disk empty and click on Windows XP Pro x86 with SP3. Okay, so now we're running the operating system. No issues, we can run the operating system. Powering VM up, okay, no problem. Just closing this window. VirtualBox interface. Okay, see. So there we go. We have the VirtualBox here. We need to open double VirtualBox. Starting virtual machine. It's no problem. So Windows setup. F6 if you need to install a third-party ASI, press F2 to run automatic system recovery ASR. Setup is loading files. Setup is just loading on the file and setup is starting Windows. Windows setup. Welcome to setup. The portion of the setup contains programs from Microsoft. To set up Windows XP now, press enter. Click on F8 means I agree. I'm just pressing F8 from my physical keyboard. Unpartition space, okay. Format using NTFS partitions, and there we go. Have 3 or 4 options. Format the partition using the NTFS file system. It is quick. Format the partition using the A50 file system. So there are a lot of technical things over here. Not going to all those details, but just click on for NTFS file system. And setup is formatting, and they will just format the entire thing. 100%. Please wait for setting 7 features. This may take several minutes depending on the size. Creating list with setup is copying files. Setup copies files with a Windows installation program. This might take several minutes to complete. In some cases, if your device is slow and if you cannot, I'm just closing all other applications from here to speed up the process. See, from here you can see the CPU usage is so high, it is climbing up 26%, 78%, 79%. Physical memory usage is also very high. So you can get a clear idea of how all the things are working. Before you also closing this Google Chrome window to just speed up the process and also help the computer. 36%, 38%, okay, 40%. You need to be very patient when this process is going on. 45%, so almost 50% is done. 45% is going on. Percent, 62%, 64, 65, 7, 70% is done. 75% is done. Here's what state initials set XP configuration. The computer will reboot in 13 seconds. If you click on the enter, press the enter button, your computer will reboot now. Now see the computer is rebooting or it will be in VirtualBox. Don't press any key because you don't want to boot from CD. I already have my Windows XP installed on my device. So now you can see the Windows XP, the process, Windows XP log on screen. And now Windows XP is being installed. An exciting new look. Windows XP Professional spots a visual design that combines a sleek look, clean lines, and appealing colors With a task-oriented design and exceptionally streamlined navigation, the redesigned Start menu makes it easier to find important information and to access the programs you use most frequently. By automatically cleaning up the notification area of the taskbar and grouping related taskbar items, Windows XP makes it easier to switch between programs and to open, view, or close multiple items at once. Try the easiest Windows R yet. Windows XP makes it easy to manage all the information. We've enhanced the My Documents and My Pictures folder to make them more useful. Now, whenever you open these folders, you'll also see handy shortcuts to the most common tasks for documents and pictures. Integrated support for web publishing means you can put your documents on the internet and get to them easily from any location. Windows XP Professional also supports Stay up to date. Windows Update provides you with critical software updates and hardware support for your and setup gives you the opportunity to install the latest software to install Windows quickly and successfully. For corporate users, there have been great improvement to the system preparation tool as well as unintended settings. Installing devices. Now here they are already estimating the time to be 33 minutes. Regional and language setup. Click on next. What is the name of the person to the using? So I'm using my name only. There is no need for giving the organization name. Product key. If you have a product key now, click enter the product key. If you don't have, click on next. So you get this thing and get this dialog box. But we strongly recommend you to enter the product key now, because if you don't enter the product key now, you'll have to enter the product key later and activate Windows. And if you don't activate Windows, Windows will become unusable, almost unusable after 30 days. You'll be given a 30 days time frame to activate Windows. So do you want to enter the product key now? No. We will not enter the product key because it is just a simulation. If it would have been an actual computer, then you'd have to actually install give the product key now. And if you want to just use the pirated version of Windows XP, so you have to at any cost update, not update, activate your Windows XP computer. So there are multiple sources online, multiple third-party software from which you can just update Windows. There are various fake product keys through which also you can update Windows. Now they'll ask you the computer name. Computer name, they've already recommended a computer name, so let it be. Type in administration password. I'm just giving my password. Next. Date and time settings. Now date and time settings, it is 26th. Okay, let it be Pacific time now. Now from here I'm just selecting 5:30 Chandrakot to Mumbai, Delhi, because that's my notification. Now they'll again continue with the setup. Installing networks, stay up to date. They'll just give you an introduction to Windows XP, and the most important and most nostalgic part of Windows XP to me is this part, this installation of Windows XP. See here, they are mentioning installing Windows, typical settings, custom settings, anything. The typical settings, okay, no problem. Next, copying files, they will take around 28 minutes. So they are actually up installing the Windows. Completing installation. And if you are tired of this type of interface, so you can just go to view and there are various options. You can use menu bar settings, use versus scale 1, scale to more than 25%. So it is how you can just change scale to 150%. So now you can, it has become visible. Your computer will be faster and more reliable. Not only starts faster than any previous version of Windows, but also runs the program more quickly and reliably than ever. And get the support for the latest hardware and software. Professional supports Windows XP Professional supports a large number of programs that has built-in support for the latest hardware. Registering in own components, installing Windows. Easily move documents and personal settings to a new computer. If you had a computer for a while and you've probably gotten with your setup the way you like, files are organized a certain way. You have bookmarked a long list of favorite websites and you've customized just the way you want. Saving settings. See, it has come down to finishing installation part. All the four steps are done and it is just in the fifth step. Those personal settings won't be wiped out when you buy a new computer with Windows XP, with surfing the internet, safe, fast, and flexible. Windows XP includes the most secure version of Internet Explorer to date, but now it is no more a safer place to stay. Now till you have Windows 10, Windows 11 devices, so you can easily use those. Saving settings, setup will complete in approximately 4 minutes. The improved My Pictures folder shows thumbnail views of your pictures. It's easy to find the ones you want. The tasks in My Pictures folder help you to publish your favorite pictures to the web and to send them through email or quickly share with friends and family. You can even use the photo printing wizard to easily print photos in any size and quantity, removing any temporary files used. Now it has again restarted. Press any key to boot from CD. I'm not pressing any key because I don't want to put from CD. I'm going to put from a hard disk, a virtual hard disk. Microsoft Windows XP. Please wait. To improve the appearance of visual elements, Windows will automatically adjust the screen resolution. No problem. Windows has adjusted its screen resolution. If you can read this test, please click OK to continue. Microsoft Windows XP. So it is a trademark of Microsoft. Windows XP. And this particular boot screen brings a lot of nostalgia. See, hear this song, if you can. Welcome to Windows XP. I'm here to help you set up your computer. It's just like a mini programmer. I can explain things as you like. Anytime you need help, just click me with the mouse or press the F1 key. Thank you for purchasing Microsoft Windows XP. Let's spend a few minutes setting up your computer. Welcome to Microsoft Windows. Just click on this next button and just giving it in full scale mode. Okay. It is for the sake of convenience. What happened? There must be some error. It's not just click the full scale mode now. It just got into haywire. Okay, further, let's try opening the application again. So this will keep showing about it. Click on the switch button. View registry 1 scale to 100%. Microsoft Windows XP. Apply computer settings. Microsoft Windows XP. Enter your password. Apply the personal settings. Welcome. It's like this, you can install Windows XP on any virtual machine which is running on Windows 10 or Windows 11, I don't care. But you can install Windows XP on virtual machine if you wanna do so. Because some programs till date they support only Windows XP and they don't support the modern versions of Windows like Windows 7 or Windows 10, and so it is better to just use a virtual machine. For that you can use for applications that don't support Windows 10 but supports Windows XP and all. You can use compatibility mode, but the compatibility mode will not work all the time. So take a tour of Windows XP. You can just take a tour of Windows XP and just show you a bit of it. Welcome to Windows XP from Microsoft. I'm just increasing the volume so that you can
Experience Windows XP.
devices.
Best for business. Windows XP Professional shines as a business operating system. Get more work
I'm
done
just increasing
faster,
the
easier,
scale ratio
anytime,
to
anywhere.
135.
Safe and easy personal computing.
I will
Thanks
just
to
show you
Windows
the info.
XP, personal computing
Introduction.
just got a whole lot easier and more fun. Unlock the world of
Unlock the
digital
world of
media.
digital media.
Windows XP is your ticket to exciting digital media at home and on the internet. The connected home and office. Get connected. Windows XP makes it easy to share and link computers. See for yourself how easy Windows XP is to use. Take this brief tour. To begin the tour, click any selection.
Not click on any selection, just exiting the tool. You're part of the pages for the secure connection. Okay. So in Windows XP, the problem is most of the modern sites they will not work on Windows XP computer because in Windows XP though you have Internet Explorer. That Internet Explorer, the version of Internet Explorer, I'm just gonna show you. The 6.0. This version of Internet Explorer is too outdated for the modern sites to work. But for some sites like Google.com, it will still continue to work. See over here, you will just get the basic introduction, but not the details. See if I write Windows XP in Google and search for it. Yes, we'll just get this introduction page. But whenever you click on a particular link from this introduction page, then you get to see this. So the page cannot be displayed. So that is one of the problems with Internet Explorer that I've faced personally. So in order to fix the problem, what you need to do is just transfer a particular, uh, you know, particular application or web browser like Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox is still being supported on Windows XP, and if you like, then you can also use an older version of Google Chrome on Windows XP. So from all those applications, all those web browsers, you can easily view modern sites in Windows XP, but not from this outdated Internet Explorer. So that is one of the drawbacks of Windows XP today, which I've faced. And another drawback of Windows XP is that the Security Center help protect your PC. Now, Windows XP doesn't have a default antivirus program, default free antivirus program, as we have nowadays in a Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 11 classes. But in those days, the Windows XP didn't have any default antivirus program defined by free. You need to have an antivirus program for Windows XP to keep your device running smoothly. So that was another drawback of Windows XP. And otherwise, the Windows XP is still very, usable, and it is very stable, and it is also very easy to use. The system task, the system information. If I click, you see over here, Windows XP Professional Service Pack 2, registered to Satoshi. It is my name. The computer Intel R Pentium Silver. Okay. So I'm just closing this application. Now let's roam around this Windows MSN. Let's see if it works or not. Connecting to MSN. So this is the only modern type of you know application that worked on Windows XP devices. See the UI of this application. It is pretty modern. in the sense that at that time they didn't have this clear-cut interface and all. So this is a pretty modern kind of thing. Click on the next button. You cannot connect to the sign-up service. So it will also not work. So most of the applications of Windows XP, Internet Explorer, email, Outlook Express, display name, it will also not work. See, just now you'll be able to see all these things are there. You have to typ HTTP, otherwise Hotmail, next, next, please else, cache, folders to multiple list of available folders now. The service could not be found. See, this even Hotmail will not work. From Microsoft Outlook, they will get this type of introduction kind of mail, but none of the application or none of the mails will work. And you can't even send a mail to someone. Mails are successfully copied to send it and see that the service would not be found. So even Hotmail and Outlook Express will not work, which is so popular at that time. I'm just closing it. Windows Media Player, so it doesn't require internet connection in that sense, so it should work. You can click on opening, which is over a secure connection. See, even that internet Windows Media Player will not open. Copy from CD, all these things will work. You'll be able to see the videos which are stored on your computer. So if you're not an internet user, if you just need your computer for a basic day-to-day activity like writing something on Microsoft Word or something like that, so you can use Windows XP. But if you're a heavy internet user and you need to have if you're a student or a business entrepreneur, so you can't use Windows XP in that sense because it is too outdated. Windows Messenger also will not work. I'm not spending time over here, but Windows Messenger will not work. And Windows XP is also very vulnerable to security issues, accessories, accessibility. All these tools will work. All these tools that don't require internet connection, they will work. But whenever internet connection comes into the scene, they will not tend to work. Windows XP, this is the system information page. I'm just turning off the computer now. Microsoft Windows XP logging off. Windows is shutting down. Microsoft Windows XP. Yes. So that is all about our Windows XP 2 today. How I've installed Windows XP I've shown to you. Now I've also given a slight review of Windows XP and how it works now in 2023 and also how you can work with Windows XP. So that's all about today. Subscribe more for more videos.